Peggy 16.
Hi, I'm Robert Cogburn, lead game designer at Naughty Dog. The Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta is out now and runs until December 13th. Here are some tips to help you get started. Tip number 1, stick with your team. If you get down, they can revive you. Tip number 2, press touchpad to bring up the store. Then you can buy stuff like mysticals, which will help you win the game. As you play, you earn cash. Don't forget to spend it. Tip number 3, use cover. You can see more of what's going on and line up shots while in cover. If you do get down, you'll be protected. Tip number 4, watch your radar for treasure locations. Pick them up to earn cash, and sometimes you'll find relics that'll let you buy vanity chests. Tip number 5, roll to avoid melee. It'll really save your ass. Tip number 6, press triangle to reload. You'll have a full clip before the next firefight. Tip number 7, charge your melee attack for a one-hit down. Tip number 8, use the radar to find your enemies. You only show up on radar when you're firing your weapon. Tip number 9, running away when you're outnumbered is effective. Roll, climb, and rope your way out of trouble. Tip number 10, when on a rope, you can do a jumping melee attack to any enemy in range by pressing square. Rope is fun and deadly. Check out Naughty Dog on Twitter, Facebook, and naughtydog.com to catch up on some multiplayer Twitch streams. Now that you know how it's done, jump online, show us what you got.
PS4 for the players. Peggy 16.
Hi, I'm Robert Cogburn, lead game designer at Naughty Dog. The Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta is out now and runs until December 13th. One of the cool new features in Uncharted 4 multiplayer is sidekicks. Sidekicks come in a variety of classes, and while they're not controlled by real players, they can definitely turn the tide of a battle and get you out of a pinch. Like mysticals and heavy weapons, sidekicks are purchased from the in-game store during a match.
You must fight, I demand it.
The Savior serves as an AI-controlled medic, charging into battle at your side and armed with a Power 5 and spare ammo. Saviors can revive you or your allies when down, as well as provide extra ammunition and a reduction on the cooldown timer of your gear like grenades, mines, and C4. Where Saviors follow you into battle, snipers stick to the location you decide. Useful for taking on multiple opponents or protecting map corridors from charging enemies, the sniper will down unwary opponents readily. This also creates a useful distraction for flanking enemies. The Hunter's sidekick does exactly what it sounds like. Hunts your enemies. Hunters will immediately begin chasing down the nearest opponent, trapping them in a chokehold. This allows you time to track down the enemy and take them out without much of a fight. Hunters aren't invulnerable though. While they are the fastest sidekick in the game, a focused assault can bring them down before they get their hands on you. The heaviest class of sidekick, brutes are covered in plate armor and sport a minigun. Players caught in their spray bullets will be downed quickly, allowing you to turn the tide of an uneven skirmish or overwhelm a set of vulnerable opponents. Most importantly, brutes can absorb a lot of damage, acting as a great distraction for flanking or fleeing. All this armor and firepower does come at a cost of speed. Brutes are slow. They can be outmaneuvered and flanked by a coordinated team. Just don't forget the enemy is out there too. Sidekicks can complement a variety of playstyles. Find the sidekick that fits your playstyle best. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you out there in the beta.
PS4 for the players. Peggy 16.
Hi, I'm Robert Cogburn, lead game designer at Naughty Dog. The Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta is out now and runs until December 13th. Here's some tips on mysticals and how to effectively use them in the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta. Mystical items are special abilities that players can purchase from the in-game store as they're playing. These items can quickly turn the tide of a match, but are not so powerful that gameplay becomes one-sided. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at them? Some players may recognize this item from Uncharted 2. The Chintamani Stone was believed to be the key to immortality. In Uncharted 4 multiplayer, it allows players to revive allies immediately and to full health. Each purchase from the store gives the player 2 uses. Harkening back to the first Uncharted game, the Wrath of El Dorado allows players to summon evil spirits that track down enemy players within a radius around the sarcophagus. This item is excellent for pushing enemies out of hiding places or pinning them down by throwing it behind a large group of players. When dealing with the Wrath of El Dorado, the best tactic is to turn around and run. The Staff of Aramanco emits a pulse that reveals enemies on the radar. As the enemy team, you can go out, seek the staff, and destroy it. Just know, they'll see you coming. Indra's Eternity is a mystical blade that creates a time warp around wherever it is thrown. Enemies within the radius enter a slow motion state. This can easily become a death sentence for those trapped in the slow motion field, thwarting an enemy charge or preventing an enemy retreat. Like the El Dorado, finding the right time to strike with this mystical is key. The Spirit of the Djinn from Uncharted 3 imbues the player with the ability to teleport. When activated, instead of rolling or taking cover, players will burst forward in a blaze, allowing rapid travel through the environment. This mystical is great for closing distance with a shotgun, or when you're trying to leverage melee techniques. While any mystical can turn the tide of a battle on its own, don't be surprised to find the perfect El Dorado attack reversed by a well-timed Chintamani save. You'll have plenty of opportunity to find out for yourself and customize the perfect loadout for your playstyle. Make sure to leave us feedback on the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta forums. Jump online, show us what you got.
PS4 for the players.